welcome to you. My name's Dale and this is Dale's Addiction. Today I'm bringing you the May Q&A. In June, I have had so many videos and ideas ready for you that this one, I don't even know when it's going to go up, but wherever you're watching this, thank you so much. To participate in the subscriber Q&A, either follow me on Instagram at DaylesAddiction and keep an eye on my stories, because that's where I will send you the post to say, hey, I'm doing the Q&A. Do you have any questions you want to ask? And also subscribe to my YouTube channel, because if you are subscribed, you'll see my community posts, and that is where I will post the monthly Q&A prompt as well. So I hope to see you on Instagram and maybe subscribe if you haven't already. So let's get started. Geraldine J. Vance. Hi Geraldine. Do you ever feel YouTube is too much to keep up with? Look, with just Dale's Addiction luxury channel, no. I quite like it. I think I can be my own worst enemy. Sometimes I have ideas coming out of my brain left, right and center, and I've got a notes page in my phone and I use my Remarkable, and I just want to film them, and as soon as I film them I want to put them up because I want to talk to people about them. And I guess that flies in the face of, you know, having a few videos up your sleeve so that your dogs. I guess that flies in the face of having a few videos up your sleeve so that you're not kind of chasing your filming schedule. I commit to 2 videos a week, and I put out now one additional video called Dale Downloads, which is where I take a current topic or issue and I just download about it for less than 10 minutes as a bit of a kind of a chit-chat opinion piece. I'm really enjoying doing those, so if you have any ideas for those, let me know in the comments below. But I do tend to film extra, and sometimes I'll put out a video every other day just because I love it. In saying that, I have another channel called Proving Potential, which I will link in the description box below, and I haven't published a video on that channel for a few months. It's still getting views though, so I have a video ready to go, which I might put up there. So if you're interested in things about work from both the employer perspective and the employee perspective, I do videos on, I guess, pragmatic videos from a person who's had experience in both leadership management and the HR side of things, where I can kind of help you get a sense of how things really work. So if you're interested in that, check out my Proving Potential channel down below. And if I see some growth, I'm more likely to do more videos there. Okay, Geraldine also asks, what are the top 3 things you're looking forward to on your vacation? The top 3 things. Look, the first things that come to mind is the Dubai experience. That will be our first stop. That'll be a 14-hour flight, and we're staying in a beautiful resort when we're in Dubai. I'm really excited about just exploring somewhere that I really don't know too much about. And I don't think we're going to have too many plans. I think we might hire a boat and go out and see Dubai from the water. It's going to be hot. A lot of people are worried about that, but we have lived in very hot climates here in Northern Australia. So I feel like we're kind of prepared for that. I'm excited for Sicily and being able to drive around the island of Sicily and explore and see a lot of things. And I'm really excited about the London-Paris component as well, because that will be catching up with friends from all over the world who, you know, I haven't met in person. So each of those things I could break down into sightseeing and shopping and food and cultural experiences, but I just, you know, landscape, and yeah, there's too much I'm excited about, and less than 3 months to go, which is even more exciting. This one's from Le Bureau. Do you get affected by mean comments from some people online, and how do you handle it? Yeah, I do get affected. I mean, it's always horrible when I'm one of those people that I put my videos out really early in the morning, because that catches, according to my analytics, when most people are watching YouTube. So here in Australia, people will be getting ready for work, and in the Northern Hemisphere, people are kind of getting home and finishing off the end of their day. So, and then I get another wave of viewers, you know, at the back end of my day. So around, you know, 4:30 p.m. to about 8 p.m. And when you wake up in the morning to, you know, mostly really constructive, interesting feedback on your videos, and sometimes some mean things, it really does, for me, it does have an impact on me. Sometimes I'll have a laugh. I'll screenshot it and I'll share it with a few friends and we'll, you know, have a bit of a laugh about it. And other times I guess it does make me think. And I used to respond and try and reason with people because I thought, you know, oh, these people are obviously projecting some of their own insecurities and they're probably having a tough time. But what I've found is that, yeah, they're not reasonable people, and you can't, as Meredith says, you can't negotiate with terrorists. So I now just block and delete. Yeah, and some people go out of their way to kind of chase you and just be nasty. They just take an instant dislike to you, and yeah, I've had a few of those, and I usually share them with you guys, so yeah. Samantha.lee.book. Besides negative comments and trolls, are there any other downsides to being a creator? Are there any other downsides? That's a good question. Again, I guess it's all about how you manage it, but I think it depends on the reason for starting YouTube. If you're starting to have a successful channel to monetize and earn an income from, yeah, I guess there would be a lot of downsides. That is not why I started YouTube, and I mentioned this on a recent panel that I was a part of on a luxury live show. I'll link Kat's video in the description box, but I can't ignore the analytics, and if I make content that I enjoy watching and that I want to make and it doesn't do well, my analytics will tell me that. Like, there is no more brutal feedback than putting a lot of time and effort and research into filming and editing a video and no one wants to watch it. And you might say, oh, well, wouldn't you see if that's a topic people want to watch before you make it? Yeah, if your goal is to make money, but to make money you've got to have views. So I suppose what I want is people to watch my content because I put a lot of effort into it. I'm not just, you know, rambling on about things. Yeah, I think that's probably a downside. But on the flip side of that, it helps you to grow. I don't think there's too many ways or places in your life where you actually get more confronting feedback than you do from YouTube, from both the analytics, which is very objective information about who's clicking, how long they're staying for, whether your thumbnail was engaging, whether they thought your content was adding value, and also when you get some feedback in the comments where, you know, people are cruel. Normally it's not too much about your content though, it's more about you personally. So yeah, I would say it's very hard to be good at YouTube. Lexi, hi Lexi. Any details about your shopping plans in Europe? Anything that you want to get 100%? I am going to do a video on my Europe wish list a bit closer to the time. I'm keeping a list of the things that I'm interested in looking at, and that's growing day by day, but also I can cross a few things off because I've started to see some things come through down here and I'm like, yeah, nope, not interested, not even for a discount. But I can tell you now, this morning I spent a lot of time drooling over Roger Vivier's new collection. It is just stunning. Lilacs, denims, raffias. And oh, it kills me, and they're so expensive. But they're so beautiful too. So yeah, I will do a video on that one. I plan to shop in Rome, which is my last stop before my husband heads back home, and so I'm hoping I can give him some things to bring home with him. Obviously I'll be doing a little bit of looking around in London and Paris, and who's to say I won't purchase anything, but there is nothing that I absolutely want to buy. There's lots of things I want to look at. Artsy was the first. Is there any competition between luxury YouTubers? Are they all friends? Oh, good question. Look, I don't, competition wise, I think It's hard to say. Like, I actually have a video that I'm going to do about some comments I received about luxury YouTubers stealing my ideas of the share your bag subscriber unboxings that I do. So if you want to see me unpack that one, hit the subscribe button. It should be interesting. Is there competition? I think a lot of people read it as competition when YouTubers aren't tagged. There was a whole palaver about people not tagging other creators, and yes, it can be a lost opportunity for a smaller creator when a larger creator, or even just another creator, mentions you and your content in some way but then leaves no link or reference to you in their description box. It's an opportunity lost for you to grow, because people might, you know, come and visit your channel as a result of that reference to your content. However, I don't think that in most cases that's intentional, that YouTubers are saying, well, I'm not going to link that person because then my viewers will go and see them, because there's no limit to how many channels you can be subscribed to or follow, or for what purposes you might follow them. So I tend to think that the people who get really hung up on that stuff are the people who are counting every single subscriber. And I don't do that. And I don't really engage with a lot of people that do. That's not their major focus. Nearly everyone that I talk to closely on YouTube has a job or career or a business, and they do YouTube on the side. So I certainly don't experience competitiveness in the circle of people that I engage with. No, but I do. I see rumblings of it, but I think that's just for clickbait. I think that's just to create drama, and there are lots of YouTubers out there that love to create drama and, you know, insinuate that there are issues, and, you know, let's just say not my vibe. I don't watch those videos, and I don't get it. Scarabeige, how you doing? Michelle Wang spoke about how she uses Cartier laundry detergent for quiet luxury just for her. What are your true quiet luxury indulgences? Candles, bedding, travels, etc. And I did get a follow-up DM about this question. So I'm thinking that would be a worthwhile video on its own. So my everyday luxuries, I actually have it in my Remarkable, and for some reason I've not come back to it because it's one of those ones I didn't think anyone would watch. But if you're interested to know, besides handbags and shoes and accessories, what I consider to be my everyday luxuries, let me know in the comments section, because I'll make that video for you. Lux to low key, the best way to stay motivated in the early days of YouTube when you're not seeing much growth. And she has a yoga and meditation channel on YouTube, so I will link her channel in the description box below. For me, again, as I said, YouTube in the early days was not about monetary success, and competition is the thief of all joy. I truly believe that. When I was just playing in my own paddly pool, metaphorically speaking, I was having a ball on YouTube. It wasn't until I started to see other people who started at the same time as me do really, really well, and making videos that I didn't think were much different to what I made. I guess I wasn't unboxing Louis Vuitton and Chanel as much, and I think absolutely what you buy and what you unbox contributes greatly to how quickly you grow in the early days. In terms of yoga and meditation, I don't know how you can grow because it's not an area that I'm an expert in. But in reference to your question, how do you stay motivated? I guess you have to come back to your purpose around why you started your channel. And when you fulfill your purpose, it should give you some joy back. And if it's not doing that, you probably need to ask yourself, is it worth it? Because if you're doing it for engagement and growth and those sorts of things. That sounds more business-like, and then you probably need to take more of a business approach to it than a creative approach, if that makes sense. Iconsa, have you used the Carryall pochette as a clutch, and what fits inside? This is the Carryall pochette. It's a very flat pochette that came with my Carryall MM, and I have not used it. It stays in my bag because I think I will use it one day. I have not used it, and in comparison to the Neverfull MM pochette that I got with my world tour, it's actually a tiny bit, a seam bigger. So you can see there's like that little gap there. But otherwise they're exactly the same. So I'm guessing if you have a Neverfull pochette and you are thinking about the Carryall and whether or not this is value for money, then yeah, they would fit the same in them. This one is a bit more luxurious though. It has this gorgeous kind of pebbled empreinte leather, and it also has a lovely microfiber interior as well. So yeah, I won't do a what fits, but I would say your phone, a key holder, a lipstick, you know, anything that would fit in a Neverfull pochette. Victoria asks, do you have a shopping wish list for your holiday? I have a shopping browse list for my holiday, Victoria, and I will film that video a bit closer to the time that I go. So I'll probably pop that up in around August, so a little while yet. Mrs. Helson 1903, hey Dale, hope you're well. Do you still have your Peloton, and do you recommend? Yes, I do still have my Peloton. I think I talked about it a few months back, but I was having problems with my lower back, and what I have discovered is I was doing my Peloton like every day or every other day, and the position that I was in, which is how Peloton recommends that you set up the exercise bike, was actually contributing to a lot of pain in my lower back. And so what I have taken to doing is doing a lot more walking to strengthen that area of my back and my hip flexors, and I'll be getting back on the Peloton soon. We're in the winter months, it's getting darker earlier, it's not as safe to, you know, go for a walk in the dark, and it's cold and dreary, and I have the Peloton right there, and I really enjoy the Peloton. So yes, I absolutely recommend it. I love working out by myself in my home, but being social as well. So seeing who else is online doing the ride at the same time. The instructors have different personalities for, you know, different motivation that you might need. I tend to choose the 30-minute rides, and then I pick the playlist that I want from the instructor that I want. And I find it really motivating. I love that your personal best is there, and you can use that as motivation. You can, if you're competitive, you can race other people who are there, or you can, you know, hide all of that information and just do your best. My Apple iPhone connects to the Peloton as well and measures my heart rate, so it tells me, you know, where I'm at in terms of my heart rate. I think it's a really great exercise machine, especially for people like me who I don't enjoy exercise. It's just something that I have to do to live a healthy life. And Chris says, do your subscriber unboxing videos actually do well? They're not my fave. So Chris is referring to my monthly subscriber unboxing videos, where you get to send me a short video clip and I put it all together into a big montage of unboxings that you have been purchasing for the month. Initially the videos, you know, they're a lot of work for me to put together, and initially they weren't doing so well, but something has happened and they have just caught on, and they're getting a really great level of momentum, both from views but also people submitting their unboxings as well. And the confidence of people submitting their unboxings has increased as well, from a very, you know, quiet review to people narrating their videos to people hopping in front of the camera and talking about their pieces. So it's something that I really love doing. I think it's my way of giving back to my community, and I'll keep doing it as long as people keep sending me their unboxings. Okay, I have 3 questions from Aina. Which advice would you give to others who are doing a made to order? How would you prepare for it if you were doing it again? I think that I have answered these questions in my made to order reveal video, so I will link that one in the description box below. But Lisa from Luxury and Life in the Middle, who I'll also link in the description box below, has recently done a Fendi made to order, and she had some insights as well, which I think are really valuable for you to consider. 2, if you could design your own bag completely from scratch, which main features would it have and what would it look like? Look, it would have to be textured. My own bag, so I'm assuming it's not one that currently exists from a house at all. It would definitely be something that was more of a talking piece rather than a practical piece, I'd say. You know, even basic things like if I made my own work tote, I would make a combination of like a hobo but something that's quite chic with an interesting texture that has enough structure to fit your laptop in it, but you know, you can wear it crossbody, and totes, like straw totes that actually have straps long enough to go over your shoulder, and the thickness of those straps is appropriate so they don't slip off your shoulder. Like, I think there's a whole bunch of improvements I'd make to already designed bags that have flaws, I guess, or you know, they're not as easy to use as they could be. I don't know if I can answer your question on the spot in amongst a Q&A video. It's probably something I need to think about a little bit more, but yeah, I suppose, yeah. I really don't know. I really don't know. Too many options. And the third question is, what are luxury brands doing that you find most annoying and most pleasurable? The most annoying, I think, is the pushing the pre-order, the scarcity tactics, the, you know, fear of missing out, I guess. The most pleasurable is the relationship building, and I think when you get to know a luxury brand and its kind of design aesthetic, whoever the creative director is, and you get to know the staff, and you get a sense of what's coming and upcoming collections, I think it's a really fun part of following luxury fashion, that you kind of get excited about the inspiration and the runway show, and when the pieces come and you see them come to life from dodgy photographs on the pre-order sheets to real life. And I really like seeing things come together, hearing about the original concept all the way through to execution and hitting the boutique. Elizabeth, you are such a super confident woman. What, if anything, intimidates you? Oh, I don't know about that. What intimidates me? Imposter syndrome, I think. Like, you know, a lot of people feeling like you don't belong or you're not credible, or yeah, I think that, and that can show up in any kind of part of your life. Am I going to say this? Yeah, I'll say it. One of the things that I guess kind of plays on my mind a little bit now is being on YouTube and lots of people, you know, knowing me and recognizing me, or meeting people that I will be less than what they were expecting when they meet me, because what people perceive you to be like from your videos can sometimes be different to what they experience in person, and I obviously always try just to be me. You're more likely to get me. I just am who I am. Like, this is not a show. But it does make me worry, like when I meet people for the first time, whether it's planned or not, that, you know, oh, will they think that I'm, I don't know, less of a person than who they thought I might have been. Does that make sense? There you go. Was that vulnerable enough? Yeah, I think everyone kind of has that concern. But yeah, obviously a lot more people know me or know of me than I know them, because this is a one-way, you know, platform. So yeah, that's something that does intimidate me. Lauren Cameron, could you see yourself pairing a Lacoste shirt with a Fendi made-to-order bag? The crocodiles would match, but a casual outfit would contrast with your most special bag. Something out of place and done but undone. If the look's not on point, I like learning from you. Okay, Lauren, a Lacoste shirt. Well, I've never considered a Lacoste shirt. I think I'd probably be looking to buy like an oversized kind of men's shirt to make that work. Leave it with me. Next time I go shopping, I might have a little looky. Do a little shopping vlog on it. I think I like the concept though, you know, like having this really bejeweled bag with a really pared back kind of vibe. Yeah, I think it works. Jack's Bag Attack, here for the fun times. I love your style Insta photos. So question, what's your fun winter bag? Don't say the awesome mohair bag, that's too easy. And also, not that I know anything about your weather, is it rainy, cold or snowy? Thank you, Jack. Jack's got a new YouTube channel, so I will link her in the description box below. Okay, I'm allowed to pick the mohair bag for winter. Look, our winters are very temperate, Jack, so we just get cooler weather. We tend to have clear days. This last 2 weeks we've had the most clear sunny days. I've posted on Instagram about them because it's just like, this is winter in this part of the world. Clear sunny days, but the weather is cooler. So we don't tend to get rain and snow. We probably get more rain in our summer because of the subtropical climate. So all of my bags are suitable for winter. But I guess the bags that I tend to pull out more often in winter are quite cliche. They're the dark bags, so my Chanel Franken bag. This one, you know, always makes an appearance in winter. And also my Chanel heart bag, I tend to wear this one in winter as well. Bags that I don't tend to wear in summer so much. Lisa from Luxury and Life in the Middle, I have linked her channel below. What are the top 3 items on your want to purchase in Europe list? Answered that one. Melissa Adams Wade, she also has a channel I'll link. What is the first bag you would sell in a pinch? Well, it's actually been boxed up for a while because somebody inquired about it and then decided to purchase something else. It's my Foray Lepage Caliber 21 bag. I'll put a picture over here. Yeah, it's in the box and I haven't missed it, and yeah, I would sell it when I get around to it for sure. Just because, I suppose I should explain why. Because when I look at my little black bags, I have bags like this that I tend to choose instead of that one, even though that one is probably more wearable because it's in canvas and like a more robust grained leather. It's probably better for Jack's question for winter or, you know, more tumultuous weather. So maybe I should keep it for a bit. Maybe I could use it in Paris. Okay, I'm keeping that. Okay, H. Carrie. Now you bought your Cartier love bracelet. Are we going to see a stack in progress? Maybe. So I purchased, well, I didn't. My husband and I purchased this white gold small Cartier love bracelet with the diamonds. I've done a reveal video. I will link above and in the description box. And at the time I was tossing up between the rose gold in the same style, and I've got a picture of me trying the rose gold and the white gold together with my tennis bracelet, and yes, absolutely can see me maybe getting that one down the track. Ed Braun. What would you recommend to a new YouTuber just starting a channel? A do and don't. By the way, I love your videos. Oh, thank you, Ed. What would I recommend? Kind of the same advice I gave earlier is understand the purpose for starting YouTube. Why does your channel need to exist for you or people who are going to be watching you? And stay true to that. There's a lot of people on YouTube trying to be someone else. The most unique thing you can be is yourself. So definitely consider the purpose. Just be regular in your uploads. Say you're going to upload on a certain day and do it. I would also say in your early days, keep your videos short because people don't know you yet. And even though we think we're interesting, we're probably, you know, when you look at your engagement, like my Q&As are for my subscribers. I don't get new subscribers by doing a Q&A video, right? So keep your videos to around 10 minutes, something that people can easily consume and that they can take away a piece of information on it. YouTube is not Facebook long format. YouTube is for information sharing, you know, so they're kind of the things that I would consider. And don't worry too much about other people who start at the same time as you. As I said before, comparison is the thief of all joy. Just stick in your lane, do your thing, be authentic to yourself and your purpose, and add value to people in short snippets. And as they get to know you, then you can extend the length of your videos because people will want to watch them. So that'd be my top tips. DaylesAddiction also has a great channel. I'll link her in the description box. She does great Paris vlogs. Her travel vlogs are amazing. She says, so Bulgari recently released denim bags. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I might do a separate video on all the denim bags, Leslie, because there's a lot coming. My first thoughts are the denim is too dark for me. I prefer like a faded washed out denim. So the Bulgari bags, they're not my cup of tea. I like that Bulgari have gone in that direction. I think it's a really nice juxtaposition between how formal and structured their pieces are. But I think if they'd have done them in a frayed or a lighter washed out denim, that would have been divine. The fact they're in a dark denim makes them still look quite dressy and formal and elegant, which is just not my vibe. Life and Luxe Delights. What's next on your designer jewellery list? I don't have a list, but I'm still, yeah, I'm going to stick with the Cartier Small Love in Rose Gold with diamonds, just because. Marie 73. Hi, there's a brand called Gadebi that have a Fendi Baguette dupe for around €700. Do you think it's any good? It looks cute, but ... If I haven't already put this video up, it's coming, so subscribe if you want to watch it. It's about my thoughts on luxury at the moment, and you know what I'm watching on YouTube, and I kind of address this topic about dupes and cheaper alternatives and contemporary alternatives or dupes to designer bags. It's just not something that I'm not here to tell you what you should and shouldn't buy. I just share what I buy and what I don't buy and why. So I never want anyone to think that I'm shooting all over them or I'm kind of the gospel. I'm not. I'm definitely not. So if there are things that you like, definitely go for it. But you'll never see me do videos on my favourite contemporary brands or, you know, alternatives to designer goods, dupes, fakes, replicas, anything like that. You just won't see that content here. And I really don't spend time watching that content either. So I would just be, you know, Googling and guessing. Kaylee Carroll. Hello, Kaylee. When are you coming to the USA? Any new bags from brands you haven't bought yet caught your eye? I don't know when I'm coming to the USA. I cannot see it in the foreseeable future. I think I would love to go to the Kruger National Park next and go and see, you know, South Africa and the wilderness. Luxury, of course. So yeah, the States, I don't see me coming for a while. I'm sorry. Come to Australia. Any new bags from brands I haven't bought from yet? Look, I am going to a pop-up for Bottega Veneta next weekend. They're having a pop-up here because they don't have a boutique. And yeah, I love that travertine sardine bag. It has a lot of limitations. It's top handle only, but Bottega is one of those brands that I often admire and I've never bought from. So yeah, we'll see what I see at the pop-up. I should not be buying because I'm saving for the holiday. And there's so many beautiful things coming. But yeah, stay tuned. Who knows? I'll vlog that too. So yeah, that's all my questions. Thank you to everyone who contributed a question. Make sure you check the description box below for all of those YouTubers that I recommended, and subscribe to see some of those videos that I mentioned that I'll be putting out, if not before this video, after this video. And if you'd love to submit a question for the next month's Q&A, please subscribe to me here on YouTube and keep an eye out for my community posts, or alternatively, and you could also follow me on Instagram at Dales_addiction. I put out videos on Wednesdays and Sundays and sometimes some extras. I would love to see you back for the next one. Until then, ciao.